Hey guys! Well, last week I asked you a question. Actually, I asked you two. The first one was what were you gonna ask if someone asked you who you were and who you are, and the second question was why does you think that's important for people to know? And the reason I asked you these questions was actually because I attended a webinar where those two questions were asked, and the interviewer or the person who was having this webinar was actually quite surprised by my response. I responded these following things, and probably you guys can guess which one kind of stuck out, but I answered me, daughter, mother of 3, youngest of 5, and kid. And the one that kind of, first of all, the guy who was having this webinar kind of smiled when he saw my answers, and then he said someone got the point, because a lot of you guys actually answer back with what you do for a living, and that's not who you are. It's just a title. Whether you're an entrepreneur or daycare officer or you're a nurse. I also got I think it was an engineer, but that's not who you are. It's just a title of what you do. So when he got my response, he just smiled and said, "Why did you answer kid?" And I said, "Have you ever seen a kid stop in their track and say, 'Oh, I can't do that'? Or when they fall down from a bike, what do? They get back up and at it again. While we as adults, we go a step back and say, 'Oh, maybe it's not for me,' or 'I can't do that.' I mean, the best salesperson ever is scouts. I mean, they knock on your door, especially the Girl Scouts. They knock on your door and ask if you want a cookie, and even if you say no, they don't go home and cry. They're just like, 'Okay, bye, have a nice day,' and they walk on. While as adults, if we get a no, we automatically assume it's because people don't like us, or it's something wrong with me, or you start second guessing yourself. But as kids, they just blur right out, and their curiosity is so amazing to see how curious they are. So, and this is another point. Kids always make sure they have fun. Not always, but most days when you ask your kid, "What did you do?" and they come up with a fun thing they did, they don't mention anything about what went wrong. They focus on what was fun for them, what went right for them. So I thought that was a great lesson to have, and for all of you who answered, thank you so much for participating, and thank you for watching. Take care, everybody.